Good morning. It is Monday morning. We are on our way to Pobbsblow, Colorado. And we actually just got to our first checkpoint here. And we left the hotel around 6:30. We made some adjustments on the truck today, or actually last night. Since it's a travel day, 572 miles, we took the hood off and the belly pan off to give us a little bit more coolness. Joey in the Dart, I think he took off his belly pan as well last night. We are on our way though. Stay tuned because I have a feeling that I'm new to the group. Although, I mean, I've known Brady, Nate, even Donovan for a while, but this trip I'm new to the group, and we got a couple dudes named Nick and a guy named Joey that are an absolute hoot. You never know what's going to happen with them. I'm finding that out real quick. So you guys are in for a treat probably today. Some good stuff's about to happen. We're getting back on the road.
I try to go slow around the corner, but maybe I'm keep an eye on that dude.
All right, we had to make a little stop here. Some check engine light problems with the F-150. What's going on?
Check engine light popped on, map sensor range performance. So now I just have to figure out where Coyote's height and max is.
All right, sounds simple enough though, right?
Well, we cleared the code and it seems to be fine, but
Jeez.
what we have here is an F-150 I know not a thing about. $1.79 for that E85. I looked at my watch and saying pull over with my keys.
E85, $1.79. Not getting that back home in Washington, that's for sure. All right, on to the next destination.
That's one pissed off bitch. Yeah, that's sky's all green right there. That's fucking eerie. Oh, we got rain. What do they say on the tornado chasers? We got precipitation. We got precipitation. We got son of a bitch. Did you feel it? Chasing. Well, that got western. It doesn't really, it's not coming up on the camera very well, but that's pretty intense. Starting to hail now. Can't see shit out of this window.
boys. That was absolute terrifying. We were at checkpoint number 2. And we just went through the storm and we instantly became water cool. That is for sure. No wipers, by the way.
Yeah, it was. The only issue we had is we pulled the rocker stud out.
Torque on, what are you talking about? Oh, that's that's a track bar. No, it's a torque arm. Yeah, oh, a torque arm. That's what I built. I just built.
All right, we have stopped in Crooks, Colorado. Donovan lost a fuel pump. So he's gonna change that out real quick and then we'll be back on the road. Not a bad place to change a fuel pump. And I do have to say, this swing feels a lot better than a Kirky seat. At least for the time being. Nice little breeze. Good to stretch. I don't even know how far away we are, but I think we're on like a 70-mile stretch halfway through somewhere. So this is a nice little break.
Okay, well, we made it about 220 miles into our drive. Had a couple small problems. This pickup keeps throwing check engine light for a map sensor. We'll have to dig into that. Nate has lost a wideband on the Fairmont here. And we're getting ready to change some fuel pumps in the Purple Mustang. He's been fighting fuel pump issues all week. And fuel filter issues, and they are currently not working, so he's been running on the big pump. So we're going to change out a couple fuel pumps, hit the road, head to Mark Williams, and hopefully be out of here and be at the Airbnb by 6:30, 7 o'clock tonight. All right, well, let's go ahead and check in with Joey. How's your drive been so far, Joey? We're about 220 miles in.
Good. Yeah, no issues so far other than getting wet. The car leaks a lot, so we got soaked in there, but everything's drying out, and it's just a dirty deal now.
Waiting for Donovan to change some stuff over and hit the road, head for Mark Williams, and I think we're going up to, what is it, Black Wings, something like that. Yeah, up in the mountains. Should be a pretty cool drive, and then we'll head to the Airbnb. Well, Brady, how's your drive been so far? About 220, 225 miles in? Somewhere in there? Yeah.
It's been good.
Good? No problems?
There we go.
Yeah, I really worry about your hair on camera.
Yeah, because you guys made me stand outside in the rain, jackass.
What are you working on right now?
Oh, I'm trying to get the very front toe all the way up in the front underneath everything so I can get a fuel pump for Donovan.
You're pulling a fuel pump too?
I thought he needs two.
I thought Nate had to. I'll go check in. I'll go check in and let you know. All right, what are we doing here, guys?
We're lubricating a pump.
Why are we lubricating the pump?
So the E doesn't sit in them and dry and mess them up.
I hope this fucking strut doesn't work ever again, damn it.
I hope so. No way.
Good? Yeah, it's not turning on.
Good. Does this Ford battery not work?
It's probably the strut that's got plastic ends on it.
Go to the bolt. Stupid Fords. They can't even power a Walbro pump. Damn on.
Just make sure you don't mess with the cruise control, boys. I wonder if I can.
Yeah, just go.
spray it onto the exhaust.
Okay, maybe they don't work.
Hold on.
Nothing's coming out of the end of it.
It's coming out of there. Anyways, yeah, I think I make smoke. It sounds a little loud.
God, it's flexing so much.
Wait, let me go on the big one above
Crack.
you.
We're at another checkpoint. Got wrapped up into some of that weather again. A little bit of rain, no windshield wipers. It's always fun. We're gonna go in and check this place out.
And I think mine failed because of the batch, or they were being maybe. We were coming into
It's kind of sketchy to put fuel out on the front of the car, though. You know?
Yeah. Remember we made that deal? I was going to give you my Hellcats.
Yeah.
Here's half of it. Hold it. Machine, a point on the bottom of it, feel on the spin.
big Harbor Freight hydraulic press.
Did you get him?
Yeah, he's got to ream out a couple holes, and then it's just going to slam right in.
So explain what happened to us.
Bottoming out this shock. Problem with these guys here, I put this back brace on this 4 9-inch that I had, and to space this away from this back brace here, I had to mill these down a little bit, but this point of leverage here is so strong that I just started fatiguing it and just broke this thing off.
Is that 1/4 inch or 3/16? That's quarter.
Yeah, this is quarter.
Yeah, that's.
So we rolled in, had one shock hooked up, the other one was dangling, wasn't dragging. So brand new shocks, good to go.
So here at Mark Williams, they're in there machining them some parts to put these guys back on, so we can get back on the road. We got about 189 miles left, and yeah, we'll be to Pueblo.
Checkpoint number 3. We are all fueled up and we are gonna hit the road here very shortly. Weather's kind of breaking out kind of nice because we went through the storm earlier. We're looking at this wagon. These leaf springs are pretty sick, leather. And I thought we had it bad. Imagine traveling all the way across the country in one of these. Anyways, back on the road. Catch you guys soon. Attaboy.
He's looking in the right direction.
are 425 miles into our drive, which means we've got 150 miles left. We've had a couple problems along the way. We've had to do some fuel pumps in Donovan's car. We had to do some shock mount brackets on Joey's car. We got to tour the Mark Williams factory, which was pretty awesome. And we've had a couple problems in the F-150, but speaking of the F-150, race week's a little different this year for you, isn't it, Nick?
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. Race week is a lot different for me this year. Can't talk either. I got that problem going for me. Malibu, not done this year, which was unfortunate. We were all real excited to bring that shaggin' wagon out. So I borrowed my buddy's twin-turbo F-150.
And I'm here to tell you, it's been a rough week. I mean, look at these seats. They're factory seats, factory interior. We've got cruise control. We've got windshield wipers. We've got a heater. About the only thing we don't have is air conditioning, because unfortunately that's got a leak somewhere. And I'm not convinced that the guys didn't cut our AC hoses just because they were jealous of our air conditioning.
Now, I don't want to undersell it here. This is not the Cadillac of the fleet here. I've had to adjust my lumbar about 20 times. Couldn't really find the right position for most of the day, but I think we got her dialed in now. I don't know. Oh, Nick's auto window doesn't work, so he's got to hold the switch the whole time.
Yeah, it is really disappointing. I mean, I can roll it down, you know, automatically, but if I go to roll it back up, it doesn't auto up. So we're really gonna have to figure out what's going on there and try to get a little more comfort out of the old girl, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, 30-gallon fuel tank, so while everyone pulls over to fill their cars up, Nick and I get to enjoy the scenery, smell the roses, eat a Snickers. Things are going all right. Kind of roughing it, but we're making it.
We are currently sitting 5th, I believe, in our class. We're a dial your own style class and tailgate, so we need to run as close to a 10.289 as possible, and we turned in a 10.34 last night, which brought us down into 5th. But it's supposed to be about 100 degrees. Pueblo's at around 5,000 feet of elevation, so I expect around 10,000 feet of density altitude. So we're hoping that everybody else in our class is really going to struggle, and we have kind of left this thing turned down, so we had some extra power so we can make up for that high DA. So we're hoping we can go a 10.29 or a 10.30 tomorrow and get that back. We are going to be in Pueblo 2 days in a row, so we'll race there tomorrow, and then the next morning we'll have a short drive somewhere. We've got some sneaking suspicions we're going to go back up to Bishop's Castle maybe. We went there a couple years ago, super awesome place. And then we're going to come back and race Pueblo again. And then we'll have another drive day. I'm sure it's going to be another 450 to 500 mile drive day back to Great Bend to finish this show off.
Got a few things we got to fix on the old F1 shitty. We've been battling an intermittent map sensor issue, and when it flags, truck goes into limp mode, pulls a bunch of timing, transmission freaks out, so we got to pull over and clear the code, reset it. But Nick and I, as we're just starting to pull up into Blackhawk, not Blackhawk down, we couldn't make it 100 yards without the code popping up and having to pull over. So my amazing co-pilot, Nick's Auto Repair, here's my small plug for the day, found a massive vacuum leak, and that will cause issues when you're not vacuuming the floor.
So we made it up the mountain, no problem. We just came out of, what was it called? Central City?
Central City.
Out of Central City, it's altitude 10,224 feet. So we had a long mountain climb up, and now we're gonna have a long downhill down. And then we're gonna make one more stop tonight at Joe Barry's place out in Colorado Springs. And then we're gonna run the freeway, it looks like from the directions,
down to Pueblo tonight. We should hopefully get to the Airbnb around 9:30 to 10 o'clock tonight, somewhere in that neighborhood. We've been on the road since 6 o'clock this morning, so it's currently 7:12. So yeah, we've been driving for just over 13 hours, so it's been a bit of a day. But like I said, it's been the best, most comfortable race week I've ever done, just having factory seats and lumbar support and cruise control and whatnot. So I'm sure the other guys are feeling it, but we're trying not to rub it in too much, but we are just saucing it in there a little bit. Just, you know, we've got it, so we may as well.
Well, and I forgot to mention, my allergies have been acting up, so we might need to change the old cabin filter before we make the next drive day. Eyes a little itchy. See what we can't come up with there.
So, anyways, we're going to go ahead and shut the camera down here. We're starting to get into the downhills, and it's getting to sharp, windy corners. So, we're going to stop being distracted while driving, and we're going to focus on getting down the mountain.
All right, we are in the Rockies. Taking a quick little cool down session here. Temperatures in the old Chev, we hit 225 on the cooling temp, so it's starting to get a little warm. And but made it to the top, started doing some coasting, and came back down. This is great. Sunny in the Rockies. What up, bro?
Dude, we
Cleaning windshields.
forgot to wash the window from the rainstorm. We didn't see shit the entire drive up here.
Yeah.
I was hanging out the window trying to do it, but it wasn't working.
On our way